Welcome to Year 1 Meet the Teacher with Mrs. Locke. So I'm Mrs. Locke, the class teacher in 1KL. We've got Miss Morehouse and Mrs. Walker supporting us. In the other class in 1BM we've got Miss McElvogue and Mrs. Booth, and they're supported by Mrs. Clough and Mrs. Lorriman. In the morning it's been great to see the children coming into school independently. Absolutely brilliant to say that they've transitioned up now into Year 1 from reception. The doors open at 8:45 and the doors open at the end of the day at 3:15. It's really important that we try to stick to those times just to make sure the traffic on the playground with children and parents runs very smoothly. So if you can stick to those, there may be the odd exception where you've got older siblings in another year group and they may come in slightly earlier and may leave slightly earlier as well. Please let us know if there are any changes to who is collecting your child, just so that we know and that we're aware to keep all the children safe. PE is on a Wednesday, so children have done really well coming in their PE kit so far. Just make sure that they've got the trainers on. Make sure they're wearing a plain white t-shirt or the school top, navy or black tracksuit bottoms and a navy or black jumper just to keep them warm if we're outside. And they'll stay in that throughout the day. If they do wear earrings, please just tape them up or take them out on a PE day. It's just to make sure that they're safe with the equipment that we use. Here is the overview of our curriculum in Year 1. We have some fantastic stories that we do in our literacy. They really do get into those. I'm sure you've heard a lot about the rainbow fish already. We'll be moving on to the Jolly Postman next week, so it's more exciting times to come. In maths, we follow the White Rose scheme, just like the rest of school. So those are all the things that we'll be having a look at there over this year. Place value to 10 up to Christmas. Then afterwards, we'll move on to 20, 50 and then 100 in the summer term. In science, we've got quite a few exciting topics there. They'll run throughout the year and they tell you a little bit more. We'll find out a bit more about those as we go through. We've got topics in history. Toys, quite good around Christmas time, looking at the history of toys. Florence Nightingale in the summer, and then at the minute we are doing all about Pudsey and our local area, so that's really exciting for the children. We're going to start working on our map skills. Moving forward into some of the other curriculum subjects, in art we do a lot of art in and around painting, printing, drawing, and we're teaching the children those skills. Same goes for DT. PE, we've got the schedule there as to how we're going to run for autumn, spring and summer. Quite a lot of our PE is outside. Please make sure you bring a named water bottle. Should come to school every day, but make sure especially on PE days. Computing there, music, RE and PSHE. Then we've got the themed weeks that are there for the whole school. Sadly, at this moment in time, visits and visitors are restricted at the moment due to the COVID restrictions. However, when they're up and running, we will let you know. Reading, this is one of our most important sections in this presentation. We are hoping that you will support us with this and that children will aim to read at least 3 times a week to an adult at home. They also need to bring the book into school every single day because they will be reading with an adult throughout the week. They might be given a colour-band book and a phonics book, and they will be rewarded for their efforts in reading. So they have a little chart at the front of the book that'll get stamps in, and then they'll be able to pick from the prize box once that chart is filled, and they'll be given another chart. Phonics, so again, this is another big reading support that you can help us with at home. Just looking at those sounds that children know, supporting us with looking at words when the children are reading in their reading books, breaking those words down and then blending them back together. So they're doing really, really well at the moment. There is a phonics screening check by the end of the year, but children will be so familiar with that. That's absolutely nothing to worry about, and it doesn't take place until June next year. Cursive handwriting, this is something we start in Year 1, and the children have been introduced to this already. So we'll be doing this throughout handwriting lessons throughout the year. Here are some of the common exception words. These are taught in school, but if you want to support children, you're able to see these words and you can have a go at some of those at home if you wish. Maths, here are our number facts. So this is really important. We count all the time in school, and it'd be just as good if you could do the same at home. If you're going upstairs, counting forwards. If you're going down the stairs, counting backwards. Looking at counting in 2s, 5s and 10s this year. looking at number bonds to 10 at the moment and then moving on to 20, doubling, halving, adding and subtracting 1-digit numbers, probably up to Christmas time, and then after Christmas we'll look at 2-digit numbers as well. Here's where to find lots of information. So if you go to the parents section on here, class pages, year 1, this screen will come up. Some of the most important parts for you here, key dates and information, so anything that's vital for our year 1 children you'll find on there. The curriculum is obviously what we're learning about at the moment, and we'll continue to update that. And the gallery, that's a really great place to see what we've been doing in school. That we'll try and update regularly so that you'll be able to get to see what we've been up to. Then there's the home learning section. Have a look on there, have a see. If you're off or if you're self-isolating at all, there'll be work on there that children can access, so we'll tell you more about that in another letter. Here's our Friends for Waterloo contact details for Rachel Harding. Please get in touch with her if you fancy becoming part of that. It's a fantastic thing. They fundraise throughout the year and everything comes back into school, all for the children. They all benefit and it is really good. Anyway, just a final thought. I just want to say how proud I am of the children and how well they've come into school. They've settled really well and they're working really, really hard already. I bet by Friday they're absolutely shattered, but on with the next week. Okay, we'll see you all soon. Bye.